We have with us Mr. Steven Sprague, CEO at Rivetz company. Sir, how does Bitcoin tie into what you're doing professionally?
So I'm running a startup company, Rivetz. We are building for the first time the hardware security controls so that you can have hardware protection in your Android and PCs for your Bitcoin private keys. So not only protecting the keys, but also protecting the transaction using state-of-the-art hardware security that's already in your device.
So that's hardware that's already within the device. There's no add-ons required for this.
That's correct. This is an example of a Galaxy 5S phone, and in this phone is an ARM processor that has a secure mode, and we're able to use that secure, what's called ARM Trust Zone, to protect the Bitcoin transactions using true state-of-the-art protection that's already within these devices. There's a similar technology in Intel devices, and we support the Intel platforms as well.
So you're making use of a device that's already serving a purpose, a security purpose, but you are utilizing it toward protecting Bitcoin transactions, essentially.
That's correct. This is very similar to what Apple Pay has done with a secure element. We're actually able to create a virtual secure element for Bitcoin in ARM Trust Zone. And so it's a very well understood technology in the silicon of the chipset to both hide and process secrets. And it's a technology that's available for a variety of organizations to leverage. We're leveraging it for Bitcoin and a number of other applications.
Are you, as a company, active only in the United States, or are you internationally? Are your services internationally available?
So we intend to support this capability worldwide. The company is based out of the U.S. And we're still a small organization. We only have 8 people. We've participated in a number of the global Bitcoin conferences, but the technology that we're shipping will run on about 350 million global Android devices.
That's impressive. I assume Bitcoin is not what you originally went into business for. This sort of business. What were you doing originally, if I might ask?
Sure. I spent the last 15 years running a company called Wave Systems Corp, where I was CEO. It's a publicly traded company. And actually, I started a year ago to form Rivetz, and very quickly ran into the Bitcoin space. So my first Bitcoin conference was a year ago in Miami, and trusted computing is all about how do we protect private keys or protect authentication. And really at the first Bitcoin conference, it was very obvious to me that the Bitcoin community could benefit from world-class cybersecurity support for this very innovative and exciting platform for commerce.
Okay, did you take some persuasion from somebody else, or did you just become interested in Bitcoin on your own?
So one of my board members, a gentleman by the name Bradley Rotter, introduced me to Bitcoin, and that's what prompted me to go to the Miami conference the first time. And it only took me 15 minutes at the cocktail party at the Miami conference to realize that this was a great opportunity for not only a killer application for the efforts that have been done with trusted computing, but also for Bitcoin to provide the level of protection and assurance that we need to make this grow into really the fantastic financial model that's possible. We'll show next month for the first time secure e-commerce with Bitcoin, where you have secure PIN entry, secure display, proper protection of a private key, but then an execution of a transaction that's compatible with the 150,000 merchants that already accept Bitcoin. That hasn't been done yet. For those who are in Europe who have smart cards, everyone knows that if you shop online, you still type your credit card number in, flip it over, and type the 3 little characters on the back. And that's not as secure as using the smart card chip that's in the card. This is better than the smart card chip technology using Bitcoin for e-commerce worldwide.
Okay, please give us some URLs and in conclusion, some URLs, some contact information that we can find you by.
Sure. So you can reach Rivetz at Rivetz.com. We have a website that's there. Also, we're just releasing our developer tools. So any app vendor, either in the Bitcoin space or not in the Bitcoin space, that wants to leverage the hardware security can download our toolkit and incorporate hardware protections for keys, passwords, encryption into their app. And that's at developer.rivetz.com.
All right. Thank you very much, Steven Sprague.
Thank you.
So how can a system in which developers, you know, can contribute arbitrary code be secure? It's a big problem. Bitcoin has this anonymous founder syndrome that nobody knows who the Bitcoin creator is. And this is actually a problem, because if there is something very bad in Bitcoin, like the backdoor, there is no one to blame.